Hello, I'm John Moyer, and this meditation is designed to help you merge with your higher self. And when you merge with your higher self, you really are tapping into a very deep well of wisdom, love, power, and guidance. It's that part of you that's connected with the divine or source energy that will change you and the direction of your life for the better. And it all begins right now. Whether you perhaps choose to sit down or lie down and just close your eyes. And wherever you're comfortable, with your feeling your body positioned ideally, you can allow this process to unfold. Simply breathing at your own effortless, natural rate. And as you do, it's okay if your mind quietly wanders off, wherever you prefer to drift. Because you're going to easily relax your body first, creating for you your own profound sense of your being able to relax. And then, as you quiet your mind, you're letting go of any residual energy by imagining that. Any residual energy is simply melting and floating away. Almost as if a cloud of particles drifting away from you. Far and away outside of you. And the further outside of you that energy vanishes away, the more your muscles within feel so still, like every part of you is clearly focusing on a soft, gentle blur of peace that is drifting further down your body and allowing everything going further down. And settling all the way down. And with your body being able to feel completely still and calm right now, welcoming the natural rhythm of even more peace and tranquility in this moment, letting go of the past and feeling grateful for your having no concern for the future, because there's only this present moment that you have complete control over right now. And within this calm and relaxing state, exploring the power of your mind that creates your heart and your spirit feeling so good. Whether you can imagine being able to unlock a doorway within your mind Can you imagine a beautiful staircase magically appearing that leads that part of you going so pleasantly within, out within the universe with just 10 steps? And with your beginning to climb the stairs, you notice how each step is feeling lighter, relaxing your mind even more. With the first step, going deeper within that dreamlike realm. And taking the second step, you can feel everything becoming more and more restful, moving freely through the clouds. Taking the third step, and the fourth, and number 5, feeling even better. And you're further along, taking the 6th step, noticing by now you're only aware of your pleasantly going upward, relaxing deeper down. Taking step number 7, and 8. And as you take that 9th step, you realize at the top of the staircase, there's a beautiful door you'd very much like to open. And as you take the final step, reaching number 10, the door is open, revealing a bright light on the other side. And so as you walk towards the door and you step in, you find yourself in a beautiful garden. And in this garden, there are flowers of every color imaginable. And as you look around, you see a pathway, and it's made of beautiful polished stones. And the path is inviting you to follow it. So you begin to walk down the path. And as you follow the pathway, it eventually takes you to a clearing in the garden. And within the very center of this clearing is a tree. It's towering and very old. And around the base of the tree, there's a bench. And right here, sitting on the bench waiting for you, is your higher self. And you know, your higher self is a wise and very loving part of you, knowing and understanding everything about you, being in tune with you, And you can imagine your higher self sharing an infinite connection with every version of you across space and time, and even other realities. Your higher self knows and understands all of your strengths, and you're having qualities that vastly ignite your living your truth, and you're living your best life. And yet, can you imagine those areas of your life you prefer to excel at, where you feel strong and confident, where you're living with courage and accomplishment, and you're living with abundance? And you can imagine receiving those qualities from yourself, no matter where you are, no matter where they are. Those other ideal versions of you that your higher self shares a knowledge and connection with. And with there being so many empowering and proud versions of you, succeeding in so many ways and across so many walks of life, you can begin to see your higher self living the very best of your life here and now, and the very best of your infinite selves across the universe. And because your higher self loves you unconditionally, they're here to offer you a gift of newfound power and ability. Taking you and your life to a greater level. And as you get closer to approaching your higher self, you immediately feel welcomed and invited within this space. And your higher self opens their arms and embraces you. And with your feeling this embrace, spending time here with your higher self, you're beginning to sense a deep peace and calm settle over you, more now than ever, and realize your mind is clear, and you just appreciate this feeling of peace and love. And with a warm, caring smile on your face, feeling grateful to be here, you ask yourself, how can you show up for you and sustain you in your highest good? And your higher self asks, what is it that you prefer? Who do you prefer to be? What do you prefer to experience? How can you show up for you and sustain you in your highest good? The universe is infinite, and there are infinite versions of you, your higher self says. And they are all you. And being you, you can realize that you experience infinite means of success and steadiness. You have an infinite amount of intelligence and wisdom. And you have infinite talents and abilities. And you're communicating to yourself that you're here right now because you've been able to take inventory of your life. You know, here, with your experience of life, you have many things for which you feel grateful. And you prefer to increase the reasons within your life that you can be sustained in even more gratitude. You prefer to experience more of what you already know is good. You prefer more of what works so well for you within your life. Well, of course, your higher self says you're on a journey of growth and empowerment. You can realize that because you've chosen to be here, with your taking the steps to increase the quality of your life. And your higher self walks beside you through this beautiful garden as you explore the possibilities, with your higher self pointing out to you various plants and trees and explains the meaning of their eternal growth and how all of this applies to you. Can you be aware of that tree over there? Your higher self asks you. That tree is a tree of life because it's an evergreen and it always thrives. It's always in a state of constant growth. And this tree is a symbol for you that you too are an evergreen. You're always in a state of growth. You're always thriving. And now, as you're aware of this tree, you see how strong and very tall it is, how it stands so firm within the ground, how it withstands all kinds of weather conditions. And you choose to use this as an example for yourself, that no matter what come your way in life, you will always remain standing tall and firm within your truth. You will always weather the storm because you're strong and you're resilient. And do you know who planted that tree? Your higher self asks you. And you shake your head curiously. And your higher self smiles and says, "You are the one who planted that tree here. You nurtured it, and you sustained it in its mighty growth, stretching toward the sky. You're the one who created this entire majestic and meaningful garden. All of this is the life that you have made possible. Everything here, everything out there is within you. Because you are the creator. And then, as your higher self takes you over to a beautiful pond, you look at your reflection in the crystal clear water. And as you do, you see yourself. And yet you also see all of the other versions of you. All of those ideal selves that are living their best life, just like you. Succeeding in so many ways. Sharing their gifts and their talents with the world. And now, sharing their gifts and their talents with you. And you're witnessing how interconnected you are with all of your other versions. How you're all one. How you're all connected by this infinite, invisible web of love and light. And as you look at your reflection, you're seeing yourself becoming more and more like all of those ideal versions of you. You see yourself becoming more successful, more confident, more empowered. And you know, this is who you are meant to be. This is who you are. This is your highest self. And continuing looking at your reflection, you see your smile getting bigger and bigger, with your face glowing with happiness and joy. And you're feeling proud of yourself for gratefully taking the journey, becoming the best version of you. And you know, it's as if you feel an energy unifying you with all of those other versions of you. And that energy fills you up with love and light and happiness, pooling at the very bottom of your feet and rising up within you, filling every part of you. Rising up within your body, offering your body considerable strength and healing light. And that unifying energy surrounds your heart and embraces your heart with determination, courage, and you're feeling so much unconditional love for yourself, from yourself. And you're appreciating feeling so connected to all of those other higher selves, sharing with you their generosity and creativity and experience, and even genius, as that profound love and energy reaches your throat area, giving you a new articulate voice filled with so much power, encouraging you to always feel free to be able to speak your voice and declare to the world and everyone around you what you prefer. And you especially speak your voice with respect and love, and yet with confidence and assertiveness, because you feel you have very high standards and clearly defined boundaries that work for you. And as that energy rises up within you, it offers your eyes a very clear lens and perspective through which you can clearly see the world in a new light, a positive light. And with your sense of clarity with which you see, and with the discernment with which you can hear, and best of all, deep-rooted intuition that now guides you, you can follow your ideal pathway and find yourself being guided to people and circumstances that sustain you in your being your higher self. And finally, this energy, so generously being shared and given to you, illuminates your mind, filling you with new ideas and insights. And it's here, within your mind. Your mind is rewiring itself with very powerful tools so that you have the ability to continue to reason and learn and understand and expand your mind. And you now realize you have the ability to think clearly and discover any and all answers you may be seeking. And yes, you can feel assured. Perhaps you may not know everything at any given time, and yet you know you will discover the answers, all of the answers, at the ideal time. And the answers, well, they always come to you, and they serve you so wonderfully. And as you appreciate taking this all in, feeling so renewed and feeling so good, feeling even stronger now, you sense that there's nothing that can ever stand in your way, because this realm has been opened up to you, opening up within you. You can feel this ongoing, infinite connection that knows no boundaries, that passes through the infinite amount of space, opening doors and gateways to these other worlds with other versions of you as your higher self that are now connected to you, now becoming your very own higher version of you. And your mind becomes so illuminated and your spirit soars. Your heart feels so much love for yourself and all of these other wonderful versions of you. And you know you can always reach out. This insight and guidance is always available now to you, flowing to you, and becoming one with you. And you know, perhaps you may consider it like you're offering a prayer to the divine, and you're receiving answers from the divine. And either way, you realize now you feel your own divinity. And as you're taking it all in, maybe either imagining or actually feeling this energy within you, what is very real is the gratitude you're able to feel within you. You feel grateful for who you are. You feel grateful for the wonderful things you're becoming. You feel so much gratitude knowing you're doing the best you know how. You also know that from this point forward, you're able to do a little bit better and better, moving forward through your day-to-day moments and your life with your being better and better off. And you hear yourself say to you, are there versions of you from your past that perhaps you realize were not doing as best as you could know how? And then you hear yourself say, and that's okay. Because just as your infinite higher versions love you unconditionally, so can you love every previous version of yourself enough to share your newfound higher energy with them, so you can call them forth with compassion and kindness, and allow every past version of you to feel your love and your acceptance, so they too can make this journey and become who you are right now, feeling so grateful. And in this very moment, you take the time to open up your heart and your mind, so that just as the energy of your higher selves flows to you and within you, you can share this energy and you send it out through time and space within what you perceive as your past. And as you send your love and encouragement out to yourself in your past, you offer this encouragement to any and every version of you during any moment where you know you can benefit, loving yourself, encouraging yourself, inspiring yourself, giving yourself strength to move forward. And this is you. This is who you are, merging with your higher self. and being your higher self that is always there for you as you feel loved. And with your knowing you're supported, you can sense you're never alone. Because this is your sacred connection, and you can always return here within this sacred location within your mind as it becomes easier and easier for you to experience your divine power and access the power of any of your higher selves. Always being able to find your way back to this place of love and light, with your living each moment as your own unique higher self. And in a moment, you can allow this power to remain with you as you move forward within your very next moment, whether that be day or night. Whatever you're choosing to do from here, you can experience ideally. And if it works for you to go about your daily activities, you can resume with a focus and ability you deserve. Or, if it works for you to simply continue relaxing and drift off within the remainder of your nightly schedule, you find yourself easily and pleasantly being able to create that to happen. Being aware of your going back down that magical staircase, down those 10 steps, returning back to the location of your physical reality. As you take that first step, the 10th step, and then 9, feeling stronger now, feeling better off, feeling more capable than ever, with 8, and 7, and however you prefer to proceed, with whatever time you're enjoying the benefits here. Your physical body is able to transition to your very next moment with whatever activity you're preferring to experience, whatever time, day or night, with the number 6. And getting closer, returning to your physical surroundings, while your mind and your spirit remain in a focused state of your feeling so good, with the number 5. Remaining feeling so calm. And with the number 4, that ongoing sense of gratitude for who you are, merging with your higher self and receiving all the benefits. Because the same part of your mind that has allowed you to take this journey continues to stay connected and guide you during every moment. Because you focus on being present in every moment, opened up to how the universe shows up for you, and sustained you in your being, your higher self, with the number 2. As you thank your higher self for embracing you, and you embrace your being, your higher self, completely returning to your own physical realm now, as you so prefer, with the number 1.